Today, I invite you to join me as we go deeply into the teaching of contact phassa. Within the 12 links of dependent origination, according to Mahayana Buddhist scriptures. Dear friends, contact is a profound turning point in the cycle of dependent origination. It is the place where the external world meets our inner world. It arises when the sense organ, the object, and the corresponding consciousness come together. For example, when the eye meets a visible form and visual consciousness is present, then contact arises. The same applies to sound and ear, smell and nose, taste and tongue, touch and body, mental phenomena and mind. Without contact, there can be no feeling, though. Without feeling, there is no craving, I. No clinging, Thursday. No becoming, Hugh. And eventually no birth, aging, and death. Therefore, understanding contact is essential if we wish to uproot suffering from its very origin. In Mahayana Buddhism, the teachings describe contact as the meeting point of karmic flow. It is not merely a physical interaction, but a dynamic convergence of causes and conditions. When we encounter the world through the 6 sense bases, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, we are constantly forming contact. This continuous stream of contact shapes our experiences and reactions, often unconsciously. Let us pause here and reflect on our day. How many contacts have we made today? How many things have we seen, heard, touched, tasted, smelled, or thought about? And more importantly, how many of those did we meet with mindfulness? When we lack mindfulness, every contact becomes a doorway to further reaction, a push into the cycle of craving and suffering. We see something beautiful, we desire it. We hear criticism, we become angry. We feel heat, we get irritated. This all begins at contact, which then quickly flows into feeling and craving, and so on. But the Buddha did not teach us to run away from the world. He didn't advise us to avoid sense contact. Instead, he invited us to see clearly into the nature of contact, to stay present and aware in every moment of encounter. When the eye sees a form, just know, seeing is happening. When the ear hears a sound, just recognize, this is hearing. When a thought arises, be aware, thinking is occurring. No clinging, no judging, no identifying with it. Just simple, bare awareness. This way of looking transforms our life. Instead of being caught in constant reaction, we become stable, steady, awake. We're no longer pulled by every sight and sound. We are free. In each contact, we can also observe the nature of impermanence. Because contact is not a fixed entity. It arises and ceases in every moment. When the conditions come together, the sense base, the object, and consciousness, contact arises. But when the conditions pass away, so does contact. It is empty of any independent self. For lay practitioners, this is not just abstract theory. This is deeply practical. Contact is where your real-life suffering begins, but also where your freedom begins. Let's take an example from everyday life. A husband comes home tired from work. His child is noisy. His wife says something he doesn't like. That's contact. The ear hears the words. The mind receives the tone. But if he is mindful at that moment, he can breathe, recognize, this is just contact, and respond with compassion instead of anger. Or a mother hears her child cry. That is contact. If she listens deeply, with full presence, that contact becomes a seed of compassion, not frustration. That one moment of mindful contact can shift the entire energy of the household. In Mahayana teachings, contact is also the seed of bodhisattva action. A bodhisattva doesn't avoid suffering, doesn't run away from the world. Instead, she meets the world with full awareness and compassion. Every sound of suffering becomes a call to action. Every touch of pain becomes a reminder to serve. Every encounter with another being becomes an opportunity to awaken together. Contact is not something to fear. It's something to understand, to embrace, and to practice with. So how do we practice with contact in daily life? Here are a few reflections. Pause at every sense experience. When you see something, hear something, touch something, pause and recognize. This is contact. That pause allows you to return to your breath, to your awareness. It breaks the automatic flow into reaction. Bring mindfulness to ordinary activities. Washing dishes, driving, talking, listening. All of these are filled with contact. If we practice being present during these times, they become part of the path. Be aware of emotional contact. Not all contact is physical. Sometimes we touch suffering through memories, through the news, through other people's emotions. These are also forms of contact. Treat them gently, mindfully. See them as passing clouds. See contact as dependent arising. Train yourself to see that contact only arises when many causes come together. It's not permanent, not solid, not personal. This insight helps dissolve attachment and fear. Use contact as a gate to wisdom. In every moment of contact, you have the choice to fall into habit, or to wake up, to grasp, or to let go. Each contact is a Dharma gate. If you enter with awareness, you grow in wisdom, in the practice of mindfulness of the body and mindfulness of the mind. The Buddha emphasized knowing clearly what is happening. Contact is always happening, so mindfulness of contact is at the heart of the path. When we see clearly, we suffer less, we respond with more love, and we grow in freedom. Let us also remember that every contact leaves a seed in the mind. These seeds become karma, become tendencies, become future suffering or future peace. If we respond with greed or anger, we plant unwholesome seeds. If we respond with awareness and compassion, we plant seeds of liberation. So, dear friends, every moment of contact is important. It's not just what happens, but how we meet what happens that shapes our path. This is why in Mahayana practice, even washing your hands, even eating a simple meal, even walking down the street, can be sacred, can be awakening, if you are fully present, fully aware. The 6 sense bases become 6 doors of Dharma, not 6 doors of samsara. Let us return again to the heart of the teaching. Contact is not the enemy. It is the turning point. With mindfulness, it leads to wisdom. Without mindfulness, it leads to craving and suffering. May we all take this to heart. To live with awareness in each contact, to breathe with mindfulness, to see with compassion, to touch with understanding, and to let every moment of our lives become part of the path. Thank you for joining me in today's Dharma Talk with Thien Tai. Namo Amida Buddha. May all the merits from this talk be dedicated to all beings everywhere. May disciples and all sentient beings fully realize the path of Buddhahood. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel to continue revisiting the short but profound teachings of the Buddha. Thank you so much for listening to the Dharma.